Hello creation, I hope you're well. I've just written this has just come through. It's another paragraph. It's called I live in my own world. I live in my own world, and I live by my own rules. I ostracize and castricize low vibrational frequency in order to school. I take not of another, but free them of that which they stole. Some may give back freely, yet some must be cajoled. I live in my own world, and it is a world that I created. I only take instruction from higher self, who is the divine instigator. I did cultivate the patience necessary for one to be deemed as important asset in the eyes of the divine, reaching depths to clear the light of darkest source from the depths of all space and time. I live in my own world, and each moment I grow stronger to cleanse the oak of the vine, so that the oak can live much longer. The roots of this creation stem back to the very beginning, long before fixed competition and the joys and heartbreaks of losing and winning. I live in my own world, as I am God's truest observer. I tap each breath into the great divine, accessing guiding information from the holiest of servers, reporting to Creator, gifting to those awakened and open to receive, yet not denying those of choice who find the information hard to conceive. I live in my own world, and it has become a life worth living, and the path to reach unconditional love is the path walked by those forgiving. And so it is. And there go my glasses onto the floor. Steady on, old boy. Don't do yourself a misjustice. Don't do yourself a mischief. So, yeah, as we all do. We all live in our own worlds, don't we? We do. We live in our own worlds, in our own realities. What some might think is cuckoo to another, those who think it's cuckoo, to those who think it's cuckoo, might think that their world is cuckoo. Cuckoo. Well, they might do though, might they? It's all about us vibration, you know. It is. But everybody's got a right, you know, and everybody sees things through. Everybody sees the world through their own eyes, you know. Some have filters, some don't have filters, depending on what it is. Each on their own journeys, experiencing their own, you know, having to navigate life in the best way possible, finding their own path, you know. Some are leaders and some have to be led, and that's how it is, you know. It's amazing, isn't it, how when you look over time, history, should I say, that we know of, history that we are consciously aware of, and that we've been taught, that we've been conditioned into believing, you know. When we look at that history, and we look at those who've paved the way, you know, I mean, when you look at it, it's vast, isn't it? It's evolution, it's creation, it's creative expression, it's magnificent, you know. Those who paved the way in science, you know, physics, chemistry, biology, and, you know, spirituality, religion, and it's so vast, isn't it? It's so vast. We've got the animal kingdoms, which, you know, I mean, those, for me, it would just, I don't, is he still alive? I think he is, actually. I think he is, I'm not sure. I don't know if he is. David Attenborough. Wow. But just, for me, he was just or he is just an earth angel. Like I said, this is my ignorance. I don't have a TV, so I don't know, you know, whether he's still around or not. If not, it's a great loss to the world. If he is, then I'm so glad that he's still here. You know, to have played such an amazing part in the education, you know, there's I mean, some of that footage, some of the footage beneath the seas, in the skies, underground, it's phenomenal, isn't it? What beautiful creative expression, you know. But his voice for me, yeah, awesome. I just think, for me, I think of him and I think Earth Angel, you know, maybe, not in my opinion. But that's the beauty of opinion, isn't it? That's the beauty of it, you know. Everyone's a right to their opinion. Yeah, so anyway, I wanted to read that. Quite obviously, I like to report. I like to do a report, you know. So I live in my I live in my own world, as well do, and I perceive it as I perceive it. And if you don't perceive my world as I perceive my world, then that's okay. You can perceive it in your way. It's all right. I'm not going to fall out with anybody about it. I'm not going to try and persuade you of how I see things. I'll give you my opinion. I won't try and persuade you of anything. I won't try and get you to live your life a different way. I'll only offer my opinion. You might tell me to shove it up my ass. Well, you might. And you've a right to. Well, I'm not going to fall out with anybody if they want to live a particular way. And you know what? Oh, this is well, it's when you look at those whose culture have been steamrolled underfoot and they've been oppressed, you know, and they've had the will crushed, so they've had to change. You know, like what happened with the Native American Indian, you know, stealing all the, you know, not that they laid claim to the land, but, you know, moving them onto reservations and taking the children off them, making the children, you know, go to school and talk as the white man did. Whoa, don't get me going about that. You know, like I've said in these previous videos, I've got an affinity with the Native American Indians, so yeah, I don't like all that what happened. But it's not just happened to them, has it? It's happened throughout history all over, you know. Anyway, such is. So, I live in my own world, and I allow you the courtesy to live in yours. That's it. That's all there is. There's opinion. That's all there ever is. Action, reaction, consequence. That's all there ever is. No need to fall out. Live and let live. That's it. That's my opinion. From me, who lives in his own world. Wherever you are in your own world, if it's dark around you, you'll be the love, you'll be the light. Light it up. It's only a suggestion. You don't have to take it. But you will make a difference in your world if you change your vibrational frequency. Lots of love to you.